stakes is coming to Rainbow Six Siege and delivering lasers. Thanks to the new defending operator, Denari. Each of his sticky, throwable trip connectors will create a laser link between itself and any other trip connector it can see. You can finally build the devious laser tripwire grid of your dreams. Any attacker that touches the lasers will be zapped, which hurts them and slows them down for a few seconds. Quite a nasty combo. What the trip connectors lack in subtlety, they make up for in fiendish flexibility, making Denari one of the most creative operators ever to come to Siege. Denari hails from Switzerland and cut his teeth in the Swiss military before joining up with Nighthaven. Armed with the Scorpion Evo 3 SMG or the FMG 9 SMG to accentuate his 3-speed mobility, he's well suited for darting around on the defense, playing off his laser networks. To help Denari punch line-of-sight holes to create his complex laser grids, he wields the new Glaive 12 shotgun sidearm. This compact cannon shoots slugs that can be used for precision destruction of soft surfaces or soft targets. He also has the option to bring the P226 Mark 25 pistol and has his choice of deployable shield or observation blocker. Now, let's talk about those trip connectors, the little gadgets that make big problems for advancing attackers. Denari can place these one by one, and as soon as one comes online, it creates a laser connection with any other trip connector it sees. All it needs is line of sight, and there's a little preview line that pops up to show you which connections it will make and which potential connections are obstructed. Start with a low line across a doorway. It's classic, if a little Capcom coded. But why stop at a doorway when you could turn a whole hallway into a death trap? Why be content with a hallway when you could turn a whole bomb site into a kill zone? Once you start thinking in Denari lasers, it's like leveling up in a big brain meme as beams of light shoot out of your eyeballs and you start seeing the geometry of each map in a whole new way. Making a clever grid is so satisfying that you'll want everyone to gaze in awe at your deadly creation. And they will. The lasers are very noticeable. Denari isn't a trap operator who hides his gadget and hopes to catch you slipping. He's a
I'm running on diesel, baby, I'm active. Shawty wanna know what's happening. Baby, no cap, I'm captain. Honey, no rings on me, ain't bagging. Diesel, feeling I'm massive. I kill it like Shaq, I'm shacking. That little bitch, she savage. Hit it on top all night, I'm damaged. Bomb, 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 bomb. Feeling I'm massive. Feeling like bomb, 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 bomb.
I just wait a while, wait a while.
In the reception area. New dimension.
For you to get your hands on the new season, so check.
Receiving the SR mouse will be. We've made.
Hit it to the rhythm all day and night. Niggas in the vibe, ain't no wasting the time. Gotta shoot my shot till I get what I like. Shawty really wanna fuck in the morning. Little homie looking bad, little guy long. When the pop song, we're gon' pop off. When we count that beat, you can't go down.
I just wait a while, wait a while.
Shawty wanna know what's happening. Baby, no cap, I'm captain. Honey, no rings on me, ain't begging. Diesel, diesel, feeling I'm massive. I feeling like Shaq, I'm shacking. Bad little bitch, she savage. Hit it on top all night, I'm damaged. Bomb, 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 yeah. Bomb, 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 feeling I'm massive. Bomb, 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 bomb,
living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate.
Prototype. How long until I'm on it. Hey, Kyle.
It was hard enough for me to fight the storm.
explosive.
Did you hear that, Denari? We need that code. The hell? I'm on it. Now or never. Good luck, mi amigo.
Surveillance indicates more hostiles inbound. We need you Oscar Mike to Denari's location ASAP.
Quite the show. But it's time to go now. Oh, my. Still work to do, mio fratello.
Hello, and on behalf of the entire Siege team, welcome to Operation High Stakes. If you're new to the game and joined us last season,
Nâng tầm trải nghiệm âm nhạc của bạn, không còn quảng cáo làm gián đoạn. Nhận ngay 3 tháng Spotify Premium với giá 33.000 và tận hưởng nghe nhạc liên tục. Nâng cấp playlist của bạn, sử dụng Premium ngay hôm nay. Nhấn vào banner để biết thêm chi tiết.
Surveillance indicates more hostiles inbound. We need you Oscar Mike.
Break the fire, yeah. Chasing something true. Caught in a bind. Maybe undo. Maybe undo. 'Cause when every chord fell down and the silence couldn't be better, every motion falling flat. Had to leave you. Had to leave you. Every time tried to pull me back. Like a fool, put you to work. The pain you left still fresh. I can heal you. I can
you next up the bet, tip for tat. Soon as baby get, it's a wrap. You ain't been like me to take the heat. I done took the turn from every man. I ain't say the face, this is fake. I ain't say the space, for the fake. You can play the blame on the plate. For the games you can't recreate. Showing emotion on the overtake. Put me down, time to pick up the pace.
see Vanessa Towers off in the distance.
When you boot up Reckoning, you find yourself in the reception area of the Project Janus headquarters. Things are firing, things are exploding.
Verticality is back, and we're introducing parachutes to a round-based map.
It gives you a whole new dimension of freedom.
Apart from that, we've also got low gravity.
Deep in the sub-levels of Tower 2 is the particle accelerator room, and periodically, gravity in this room will shut off. It completely changes gameplay. You're floating and zombies are floating, so it's just unexpected.
And on top of that, you've got the Uber Klaus.
Uber Klaus is a massive, mean robot.
He's this really awesome two-phase elite. When you kill him, welcome to...
Head for indicated location.
Jamie, man.
Redeployment or die trying. Successfully redeployment, failure means elimination. Enemy soldier incoming.
Baby, come and show it. Tell me what you feel on your heart and your soul. Ready to go. Take for granted. With me, it's alright. Good part, I made a mistake. Try to make it up to you. I'm a darling.
Just closing in.
Come on, buy me back. Popping smoke.
Sometimes I still hear your voice.
I'll fly.
I wear my heart to wear a crown.
Target's gone dark. We lost the contract.
Alpha, come on, buy me back.
Buy a loadout. Buy a loadout. Where are you going? Buy a loadout. You got 10,000. Buy a loadout. Oh, come on. Why did you buy a loadout? This is the first time you play this. Can you hear me?
Making a clever grid is
Must not go.
and increased resolution significantly. This just wasn't possible. from 9 years of update.
just like fire.
Ela por ser gentil, meigo e boca profissional. Mas que camada legal. Mas que camada legal.
Guarda chuva pra lançar. Uma manela pra dar pioco, pioco, pioco.
Mas que mamada legal. Mas que mamada legal.
Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open, to a new tomorrow, moving with emotion. Following the light that sets me I'm a la 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 loner. La 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 loner. Every time I try to fit in, it ends up in misery, yeah. Socializing doesn't fit me, but I can get away so easy. I was born a misfit, don't go with the cool kids. It's all overrated, no I never missed it. I was born a misfit, don't go with the cool kids. It's all overrated, I just didn't meet it. I'm a la 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 loner. La 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 loner. La 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 loner. I'm an outlaw in this world.
pieces of a broken heart, guess I was chosen. Stitch it back together, better late than never, steady motion. Can't control my fate, but I control all these emotions. I'm not broken, I'm not broken. Already cried my tears enough for an ocean. I've been in the cold rain on my parade. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game. Gravity can take his arms around my legs and try to pull me. I'll still levitate. The greatest gift I got is being is holy. One thing I learned, pain hurts but don't control me. I'm not broken, I'm not broken. Already cried my tears enough for an ocean. I've been in the cold rain on my parade. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the I've been in the cold rain on my parade. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game.
Feel like we're falling away. Maybe I just need to feel nothing to make it easier to turn away and leave. Maybe we're a fan of the flame, so why do I keep holding out my hand to get burned? I don't wanna clash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away, away, yeah. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away. Breaking apart, seeing the end. We have nothing to say. Maybe it's hard to understand that there's nothing left to fight for, and there's nothing left to say. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away, away,
Không có Internet, đừng lo, âm nhạc của bạn luôn ở bên bạn. Với Spotify Premium, playlist của bạn sẽ theo bạn mọi lúc mọi nơi. Nhận ngay 3 tháng sử dụng với giá 33.000 và nghe nhạc ngoại tuyến bất cứ lúc nào. Nhấn vào banner để tìm hiểu thêm.
High Stakes is coming to Rainbow Six Siege and delivering lasers. Thanks to the new defending operator, Denari. Each of his sticky, throwable trip connectors will create a laser link between itself and any other trip connector it can see. You can finally build the devious laser tripwire grid of your dreams. Any attacker that touches the lasers will be zapped, which hurts them and slows them down for a few seconds. Quite a nasty combo. What the trip connectors lack in subtlety, they make up for in fiendish flexibility, making Denari one of the most creative operators ever to come to Siege. Denari hails from Switzerland and cut his teeth in the Swiss military before joining up with Nighthaven. Armed with the Scorpion Evo 3 SMG or the FMG-9 SMG to accentuate his 3-speed mobility, he's well suited for darting around on the defense, playing off his laser networks. To help Denari punch line-of-sight holes to create his complex laser grids, he wields the new Glaive 12 shotgun sidearm. This compact cannon shoots slugs that can be used for precision destruction of soft surfaces or soft targets. He also has the option to bring the P226 Mark 25 pistol and has his choice of deployable shield or observation blocker. Now, let's talk about those trip connectors, the little gadgets that make big problems for advancing attackers. Denari can place these one by one, and as soon as one comes online, it creates a laser connection with any other trip connector it sees. All it needs is line of sight, and there's a little preview line that pops up to show you which connections it will make and which potential connections are obstructed. Start with a low line across a doorway. It's classic, if a little Capcom-coded, but why stop at a doorway when you could turn a whole hallway into a death trap? Why be content with a hallway when you could turn a whole bomb site into a kill zone? Once you start thinking in Denari lasers, it's like leveling up in a big brain meme as beams of light shoot out of your eyeballs and you start seeing the geometry of each map in a whole new way. Making a clever grid is so satisfying that you'll want everyone to gaze in awe at your deadly creation. And they will. The lasers are very noticeable. Denari isn't a trap operator who hides his gadget and hopes to catch you slipping. He's a come-get-some operator who wants you to know you're in his world now. Which is a dangerous place to be because every laser hit deals damage and slows you temporarily. If you run into several lasers at a time, buddy, you're on the express train to DBNOberg with connections to KIA City. And you might be thinking, yeah, but if I take that laser hit, then the laser turns off for a while like Aruni's Surya Gates. Worth. No, my friend, not worth. It's true that the laser will turn off when it zaps someone, but it will automatically turn back on shortly after, as long as the trip connectors can see each other. They're always watching. They see a defender, they turn off, let him through, then turn back on. Attackers need to make a different plan. Shoot the laser connectors, blow them up, hit them with an EMP, anything to get them offline. But just because there's a very visible laser pointing to a connector's location doesn't mean it'll be easy to get line of sight. Here's where Twitch or Brava come in. Their drones are great for rooting out tricky connectors, and Zero is quite good at this as well. But all that takes time, and that's Denari's secret superpower. His grids force attackers to spend time, either taking them apart or repositioning to another attack angle. Either way, they are losing precious time. Time Denari can use to 3-speed his way around the map, making sneaky shotgun slug holes, and helping secure a win for the defenders. And that's not all for Operation High Stakes, no sir. Modernized map rollout continues with Lair, Nighthaven Labs, and Consulate. So enjoy their upgraded looks and keep an eye out for a new neutral zone assignment called Carrie's Safe Room has arrived in Dual Front, along with a new rotation of operators. Raura's Reaper Mark II sidearm will now be available for Sledge, Oryx, Rook, Pulse, and Ying. And if you have found yourself in the magnified scopes of a defender a bit more often than you'd like, you'll be happy to know that Doc, Rook, Frost, Echo, Castle, Tachanka, and Goyo will have those magnified attachments removed from their arsenals. There's a lot more to learn on the official Rainbow Six Siege website, including a Wamai buff, a Blackbeard and Fenrir nerf, anti-cheat and anti-toxicity updates, and more. Follow this channel for the latest Siege updates, and hey, don't step on any lasers today. You're welcome.
Ready to sabotage the prototype. How long until the disruption code is no good?
Under a minute. If we do this, the Carries Legion can't produce more custom explosives.
Did you hear that, Denari? We need that code.
I heard. I'm on it.
Now or never. Good luck, mi amigo.
Surveillance indicates more hostiles inbound. We need you off your mic to Denari's location ASAP.
Quite the show! But it's time to go now. Oh, my.
Still work to do, mio fratello.
Hello, and on behalf of the entire Siege team, welcome to Operation High Stakes. If you're new to the game and joined us last season, or a veteran, millions of you showed up to check out this amazing experience. And we're building on top of that now. Not only do we have a new operator, a new gadget, and a new weapon, but we have updates, changes, and much, much more to show you. Now, we're going to introduce the next operator joining Rainbow Six Siege. Please welcome him in the anime short.
Ready to sabotage the prototype. How long until the disruption code is no good?
Under a minute. If we do this, the Carries Legion can't produce more custom explosives.
Did you hear that, Denari? We need that code.
I heard. I'm on it.
Now or never. Good luck, mi amigo.
Surveillance indicates more hostiles inbound. We need you off your mic to Denari's location ASAP.
Quite the show! But it's time to go now. Oh, my.
Still work to do, mio fratello.
What you just witnessed in that anime is in fact the second assignment that you'll be able to experience yourself in Dual Front when Season 3 launches. Players will be tasked to take control of a Carries safe room in the central of the neutral sector. Using a breaching payload that Dokkaebi gave us, thanks to the fact that we rescued her last season, that you need to activate in a hub computer in the center of the room and wreak havoc by downloading all their information and really figuring out how to stop them once and for all. But warning, when you do this, indestructible walls will close off the doorways you use to get into the room. So what does that mean?
Có tay tao. Hai. Nó ảo mày hiểu không? Mày giúp chưa? Lo. Biết không? Biết sao đâu. Luôn mà. Mày biết mình đi đây. Mình đi thôi. Tao đây còn không thi. Nha, đó là coi nha. Ôi, có từ lúc này sao mai luôn. Bắt đầu bùng à.
Ôi, lại xô. Biệt mẹ mày bay cho tận chạy thế giết được. Ngon.
Bên này còn máy này hả? Ba ơi máy kìa. Ba đừng một ba không. Không, lên. Ba cuối kìa.
Heo.
Buồn thua em nữa. Ủa đâu ra được cái băng vậy? Tân, dạ hả? Má, qua nó nói về nhà nghỉ má bây giờ chưa sao hết. Ê, ok, lấy 30 mua 2 triệu đủ chào. Trung bọt nữa hả? Ra ngoài đó rồi. Ra là chưa? Phải chọc trên tôm. Phải chọc vào đâu tôm. Tôm, phải chọc coi. Bọn em có mò nào có hấp. Ba mươi mần chút giá tàn cho ba mà tôi mua gà lắm. Được cái tập tiên thần thôi. Mà đừng hét con thì hét mi à. Đừng hét con nó
Well. Holy shit. What the shit?
Ồ má em đi qua mà 4 máy đi
ngồi chung phở buông nha.
ai cũng rồi già đi đi ai già ai mất đâu còn ai ta không kia nào mày cực mày tự bút cho mày sửa dạ
Heo.
mày biết cái phần nó sao im bây giờ ta 13 lần chỉ mong đủ hả anh có lúc mà đó thì ta một lần mà đẹp khổ.
Be advised, Op 4 has found a bomb. 10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Behind you, come on. Behind you, come on.
Shit.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated. Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected. Bomb location compromised. Plan accordingly.
Yeah. Oops.
Ten seconds left. 5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage. All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure. We need to locate a bomb. Your drone has found a bomb. Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
The fuck? The shit? The hell?
cái lò bay đó tôi còn cái gì ủa bao giờ hay hả
We have been eliminated.
Shit.
Show me how good you are.
Only discuss them with authorized You're in the hot zone. Easy part's over. Now the real fight begins. Prepare to capture enemy sectors and defend our own.
Let's take out a few more of these. First link established. Setting up some more just in case.
My evil eye is ready to kill some monsters.
Reload! Evil eye is in place! Wall reinforced!
15 seconds of prep time left.
Loading the mag!
The shit!
Evil eye deployed.
5 seconds of prep.
Holy shit, the fuck?
Repel enemy forces and proceed to capture all 4
Reinforcing
sectors.
wall!
What the hell?
It'd be a waste not to set up more connectors.
Selma sequence activated. Reloading! Cover me!
Shit, really, man. Holy shit. Wow.
Loading the magazine.
Reloading!
Shit.
Không. Anh bắn không? Anh cho bắn không? Có bắn không? Ẩu ra.
Oh, shit, shit.
Reloading!
Mẹ chết rồi. Quá. Chết.
Oh!
Ủa, anh đang két. Anh đang két đâu vậy?
Shumiha is being launched! Launching Shumiha!
Your ally has deployed a drone at your location.
Brace yourself! Launching Shamiha!
Sector is being captured. First sectors are undergoing destabilization. Enemy sabotage kit spotted.
Setting up a sequential breach.
Dạ chết à. Ghét em rồi anh làm gì được em. Ghét em rồi làm gì được em.
We have lost Sector 1.
Em biết anh hồi máu gì không? Anh có gì hả?
Claymore mine active. Drones ready.
One minute until your assignment begins. Op 4 now has access to our next sector. "30 seconds until assignment is underway."
Rồi em hộ anh mất.
Assignment begins in 10 seconds. Your assignment has been issued. Good luck.
Reloading!
You are not cleared for operation here. Turn back.
Claymore mine deployed.
Gì mà anh em bắt đầu gì cái
Dropping mags!
Enemy sector is being captured. We've captured the first sector. Enemy capture of the sector is underway. We have visual confirmation on Op 4 sabotage kit. We have destroyed the enemy sabotage kit.
EMP incoming.
Next enemy sector is vulnerable.
Changing magazine.
Reloading! Cover me!
We are taking the enemy sector.
Get clear! Reload!
Drones active.
The enemy is capturing the sector.
Loading mag!
We have eyes on Op 4 sabotage kit. Assignment unsuccessful. Op 4 has succeeded. Sector 2 is gone. Do not let the enemy enter our base. We do not have clearance for this area. Turn back. You have captured the second sector.
Fucking shit, hell.
Drone activated.
Hostiles are in for a surprise.
Reinforced walls!
Move, operators. Our next friendly sector is vulnerable.
Stand clear.
Enemy sector unlocked. 15 minutes remaining.
Device deployed. EDD mounted. Let them come.
Reinforce the wall!
Bitch. Shit.
Sector loss underway. Proceed to disrupt.
Nó spot cái đó luôn.
Rồi, cút.
Yeah.
Your ally has deployed a drone on you.
Chip deployed. Let the game begin. Connectors deployed. Link established. Additional connection made.
Shit!
Mission failed. The enemy has captured our base.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Initiate jammer. My evil eye has your back. Jammer ready.
Claim the connector.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for assault.
Let me just place one more connector real quick.
Reload.
Device is in place. Connection established.
Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Keep an eye on door drawing.
Multiple connectors.
Doorway trapped. Stay clear of blast zone.
Blocking the feed.
Changing mags!
More connections never hurt.
Đúng cái đâu? Cái này đúng cái đâu? Đặt. Có hát kìa anh ơi. Có hát.
Will be deployed.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Cò đủ mắt cái phim luôn.
Secure the bombs.
EDD deployed. Stand clear of window.
My evil eye has your back.
Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised.
Healing station in position. Primed.
My evil eye ready to kill some strong.
10 seconds.
Changing mags!
5 seconds to insertion.
Healing station.
Bomb located by Op 4.
Deploying razor wire.
Evil ID key. Rewired deployed.
Wait up. Stay clear of blast zone. Okay. EDD mounted. Let them come. 맞추라는 행동이지.
Op 4, last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Mày thấy nó chạy em vòng không?
Secure the bombs.
Đâu có đâu.
Reloading!
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
Wall secured! Time to reach.
Down to 10 seconds.
Còn có thấy bài không?
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb.
Secured the wall!
Cameras coming online now.
Martin will watch over us. Perimeter defense is active. Okay.
Một tay đặt chưa? Làm gì đâu? Đây. Ý à, làm trước á. Kêu. Đúng quá, biến nha, đúng chưa? Ai, em chưa nổ. Biến gì của em? Ai làm gì bà?
Last operator standing. Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Ơi! Ôi! Dạ!
Drone to locate a bomb. Advise your drone has located a bomb. 10 seconds before insertion. 5 seconds to go. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Hey, boss. I just got another 1 million hits.
Great. Another $12 of ad revenue.
Breaching sequence activated.
Reloading! Cover me!
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. One friendly operator remaining. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. We have been eliminated.
Fuck!
Your drone has found a bomb. Seconds. Insertion in 5 seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Changing mag!
Deploying code.
Let's see what Boogie can do. Let's see the light.
Loading new mag!
Breaching sequence activated.
You have dropped the diffuser.
My texting almost lost you.
Down to 1 point. All friendlies have been eliminated.
Đâu? Nè. Tập quá.
What if you could build your own ship? If you could get up and walk around mid-flight, build a crew of friends and adventure together. Your ship is maybe the most important character in No Man's Sky. It's so central to the game that now when we change it, everything in the game feels completely different. The ships have real interiors, med bays, sleeping quarters, war rooms, radars, teleporters. It changes how you play. And then there are these moments, just looking out of the window, the universe flying by, and it's changing how the game feels too. Building your own ship, decorating it with friends, your own space that you share together, everyone with their own roles. It feels really special. Building a spaceship, it's really different to building a base in No Man's Sky. You can show it off in the space anomaly, you play in it with friends, it's with you on every planet, every adventure, it's your home. This has been one of the biggest undertakings for our little team. Every area of the game has to be reworked in some way. Having your multiplayer crew walking around, just calmly editing your ship as it travels at warp speeds towards a planet, it's actually pretty insane what's going on behind the scenes to make all of that work. And then on our other game, Light No Fire, you have these real oceans to navigate. We need boats and crews, and this tech is being developed for both games. Voyagers is version 6.0. It's a big milestone, honestly one of our biggest updates. What I love is that it opens up a whole new path for the future. We can't wait to see where it goes from here.
This is for the explorers, the wanderers, where others see darkness.
Picking up the pieces of a broken heart, this I was chosen.
They see
stitch it back together, better late than never. Steady motion. Can't control my fate, but I control all these emotions. I'm not broken. I'm not broken. Already cried my tears enough for an ocean. I've been in the cold rain on my parade. I'm still on my feet, standing tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game.
They dream.
I'm still on my feet, standing tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game. Already cried my tears enough for an ocean. I've been in the cold rain on my parade. I'm still on my feet, standing tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game. Make it easier to turn away. Maybe we're fan flames. Why do I keep holding out
The hell?
There's nothing left to fight for, and there's nothing left to say. I can hear the ghosts in the walls, telling me to run
Welcome to the Olive Simulated Challenge course. Let's start gently. An Olive Institute building is at the bottom of this scenic hill. Create a robot that can drive down to the parking area. Keep an eye out for optional objectives. These will unlock additional simulation capabilities.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Closing in. Relocate to the safe zone.
Shouldn't have left me alive.
Hay bắn được. Hay bắn được.
Con này nhá, hồi xưa tầm cuối nhỏ như thế mạnh, nhưng mà bây giờ thấy tầm giữa game mà em thấy nó bắn bắt đầu chớ rồi.
Bắn được thằng Lan.
Bắn chớ được thằng Lan. Nó đã đau rồi, trước cầm con Halloween, cuối đây hả? Có đang.
Rồi có trong bùa đỏ của em để chúng ta đi vào cái mét
tâm lý gì không? Cái chỗ này để đi nè
Không biết nữa. Like 2 tỷ nữa.
Với Spotify Premium, playlist của bạn sẽ có bạn mọi lúc mọi nơi. Nhận ngay 3 tháng sport với giá 33.000 khi nhà các bạn đang bất cứ lúc nào. Nhấn vào banner để niêm hậu.
Good afternoon. We need a...
What? Good one.
You are a true artist. I don't know about you, but my factory needs a break. Thankfully, the next section.
Good luck, mio amico.
Surveillance indicates more hostiles inbound. You need to optimize Denari's location ASAP.
Quite the show! But it's time to go. Oh, mine. Still work to do, mio fratello.
Thank you for saving me. I'm hurt. I'm badly hurt.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
Set nearly 1,000 years before the events in The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls Online lets you take part in the stories set within the compelling history and deep lore of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Designed to be played exactly the way you want to play, you can start wherever you like, with no level restrictions and no subscription required. This massive world is yours to explore, alone or with friends. Choose a favorite location or storyline and jump in. From the capital cities of the Three Alliances to the magical Somerset Isles. From the Khajiit territory of Elsewhere to Morrowind, the home of the Dark Elves. From frozen Skyrim in the north to the endless swamps of Blackmarsh. Adventures everywhere.
How long is the construction code?
Under a minute. We hear necessary signals.
Welcome back. Now, it's time for us to get creative. The look of your robot will greatly depend on the design of the chassis. You can build and make changes to the chassis using a few simple tools that will be introduced in this section. Let's get started. A chassis consists of three components: frames and joints. A frame is the side by frames, and a frame is the part between two joints. Using these three components, you can modify the chassis into the design you want. Let's start off by entering assembly mode.
We chose early access because we
can do within your docking station. There are endless possibilities.
The diffuser has been
I
disabled.
will just guide you through the very basics. So, first off, as per usual, enter assembly mode, and then print the robot that I have built for you.
The bomb destroyed. One friendly remaining. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Doesn't work, does it? No. Let's go back to assembly mode and figure out why. Whenever you have a robot with a docking station on it, you can access its programming interface. The brain of your robot. Give me a minute and let me explain what you are looking at here. Here we can see your workspace and your list of nodes. The workspace is the grid where you place your programming nodes, and the list on the left contains categories of different kind of programming nodes that you can use. Right now, all the nodes that this robot needs to drive are already placed in your workspace, but all the logic is not hooked up. You can see the wire connecting one of the input nodes to the steering node. But it looks like the other input node is not wired to the power of the motor. This is why you could not move forward or backwards. But don't worry, this is really easy to fix. On the right side of this node, there is a small dot. This is a chip pin that is used to attach wires. On the left side of the power node you have another chip pin. It's used for input to that node. This goes for any node in the programming. Input pins are on the left of a node and output pins on the right. To wire nodes together, you just drag the wire from the output pin of a node to the input pin of another node. The input node will now send signals to your motor and give it power. Back out from programming and then print your bot to test it. Wow, looks like it's working. Cool. Drive to the parking spot again and I will give you another example.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Doesn't work, does it? No. Let's go back to assembly. Wow, looks like it's working. Cool. Drive to the parking spot again, and I will give you another example. Alright. Bring up your assembly mode again, print, and try out this new robot. Figure out what's wrong? Yeah, not the best at turning, is it? Well, I am very sure that you can fix that. Hop back to assembly mode and bring up the programming and have a look at the notes here. Looks like we have inputs connected to the power of the motors, but no inputs for the steering. No wonder it was a bit difficult to drive. Since there are no more inputs placed in your working area, we will have to find them ourselves. Look at the list on the left. Open up the category called Inputs. In there you should be able to find the node called Input. This will make steering easy. Drag that node to an empty space in your programming area. Now you just have to connect the two nodes, just as we did before. Drag a wire from the output of the input node to the input of the steering node to connect them.
No!
Select that node. Its properties should show on the left. There are some properties that we can change here to make it do what you want. One input, bravo. Now, sweet. Looks stellar. Back out of programming and then print this box and see how it drives now. So, click this list to continue when you are ready. Alright, bring up your assembly mode again. Figure out what's wrong? Yeah, not the best at turning. Have a look at the nodes here. Looks like we have inputs connected to the power of the button. Now we just have to connect the two nodes, just as we did before. Drag a wire from the output of the input node to the input of the steering node to connect them.
What?
circle on the map.
It always goes much better in my head, but the feelings end up wasted, so I'm sorry. I'm breaking down, you said you got me. I'm used to being let down, but I'm hurt. If I'm falling too fast, you'll catch me. You'll catch me.
You're assembling it again. And try out this new robot. Not the best at turning, is it? Well, I am very sure that you can fix that. Hop back to assembly mode and bring up the programming interface again, just like you did before.
I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can change.
It's in your programming area. Now you just have to connect the two. Repetition time. Yay. Same deal as always. Enter assembly mode. You don't have to test drive this robot. I know it's not working. Bring up the programming interface. Darn it. The sloppy person working on this bot seemed to have completely ignored to program this thing. Lucky for us that you know how to do this now. Let's see if you can figure this out. You will need to find the power and steering node for the motor, and then 2 input nodes to map the keys you want to use to drive this thing. And don't forget to connect them with some wires. Good luck. When you feel ready, you just back out to assembly mode again and then print it, and go for a spin.
Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. I'm gonna put a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right.
Ace. Impressive. You should know enough now to build your own robot from scratch. Build a chassis, place some parts, and hook up the programming. Head over to the parking space to continue.
Don't give me this. You know I don't play right. I'm gonna put a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like.
Okay, Just a few more things. On your journey onwards, you will design many different creations for various purposes. These robots can easily be saved and loaded by using the Olive Institute bot interface. Let's try and save your current bot so you can use it anytime you want later. Start by entering assembly mode and open the catalog, and then go into the bot tab. On the right, you can see the currently loaded bot, and below that, the save options. Hit the Save As button, and give the bot a name. A good practice we encourage all our users to take on is to save your good job. Now I'll show you how to start a new bot if you want to build something from scratch. It's simple, just press the Start New Bot button. As you can see here, there are a bunch of different bases to start out from. Just pick the one that best suits your needs. Then hit the Create button. Now there's something cool. Remember, the parts you can use can be found